Hello everyone, Ryan here. So I'm just making a quick little monthly report on my business and how much money I've made, right? So by the title it says it'll be something along the lines of my first $500 month, okay, which is, it's true, it's my first $500 month, right? I've been running this business for about 2 months now. The first month I did about $250 and this month I've done $500. So I have doubled how much money I'm making in the past month, like per month, and hopefully this month, November, I'm hoping to make $1,000 this month, okay? So I'm just going to quickly run through how I've made that money, just in case any of you are interested. I'm just going to run over a few more points, okay? So first of all, I've made this money through something called AI OnlyFans models, right? It's literally in its name, it's AI, so it's generated images through AI and it's models, like OnlyFans models, stuff along the lines of that, right? And literally, I just sell pictures to people who want to buy them, old men usually, young men maybe now and again, but I just sell them and I make however much money they give me, right? And from the first month I made $200, $250, and this month I've made $684. So just quickly show yous. So that's how much, wait 2 seconds there, let me focus it. So that's how much there is, and it's shit quality. I'll probably get a picture of it, but as you can see it's $684, right? That's how much money I've made from the, oh shit, camera's fucked. We're back. Alright, yep. So we've made $684.24 in the past month, or like from the 1st of October to the 31st. Right, and of course FanView takes a cut of that, which is 15%, so that leaves me with $572.04. That's for my take, and translating that into pounds, it is probably about £400, more or less. £400 is what I made, right? Then of course last month, the FanView takes about 15% of that. I made overall $221.73 gross, then after FanView's cut, 187.39, so it's almost 3 times really what I made. I think it is more than 3 times. That's how much money I made last September, then October, $572.04, right? And of course you've got to be thinking, what have I actually spent that money on, what I've made? And a lot of it comes down to stuff what actually helps run the business. So for instance, the software what I use to generate the images, I think that's something like $36 and you get 3,000 images or something like that, which of course there's a lot of trial and error with the images. You can't just generate them and hope them to be the best, so you've got to constantly do it. I'll probably spend that once every 2 weeks, maybe, depends how many pictures I'm taking. So of course I've bought that twice so far, so there's $72 what I spent. Then I bought a course which was to help me do OnlyFans traffic and shit like that, just marketing traffic, which was $49 I think. So I spent $130 out of my, how much have I made? Out of my so I've made $923 overall, or after the thing, FanView's thing, it's about 800 is what I've made, right? So out of that 800 what I made, I spent about 130, so that leaves me with a gross, like a profit, sorry, of 680. Something like that. My maths might be a little bit off, but that's more or less what this month is looking like. So of course I've got 600 to spend, I've got 600 to play around with dollars wise, so about 450 to 500 British pounds, but like I see, it's literally just the start. Hopefully I can make double that this month, November. Of course, just updating my traffic strategy, driving more fans, learning how to chat better, just literally upgrading my skills. That's what I'll be spending this money on. So of course, usually the rule what people go by is 20% is for spending yourself, so just fun money, enjoying yourself, whatever. Then 60% reinvest in the business, then 20% reinvesting as in cryptocurrency portfolio, shit along the lines of that. So that I'll probably stick to that strategy. So overall, out of the $800 what I've made, I'm going to spend $480 on the business itself, most likely. So maybe that's promo, getting more traffic, maybe it's buying a course to learn how to scale more traffic, how to scale the OnlyFans model, shit like that, right? Then 20% will be to go into cryptocurrency, which is $160, then the rest $160 is for me to spend on myself. That's most likely how I will do it. Maybe it'll only be 60%, then 40% into, we have done that wrong, isn't it? 8%, 60% 2020, same shit, right? It's that thing, but maybe I'll do like 50% into the business, 30% invest, and 20% for myself. All I know is that a lot of it won't be for myself, a lot of it will be reinvesting so I can make more money, because what's the point in just spending the small amount of money I've got now when I can reinvest that money and make more money, which obviously I can spend more. So that's my budget really, is 20% on myself, maybe 30% investing on cryptocurrency, saving up for stuff, maybe buy some assets, shit along the lines of that. Then of course I've got the money to put back into my business, to buy a course what I might need, maybe I'll buy a mentor, just shit along the lines of that, what's actually going to help me make more money, right? But one thing I wanted to go over is the days where I've made the most money, right? So in a single day, which was on the 29th of October, I grossed $200.63, okay? It's a good amount, of course, I'm not complaining. I'd love to have days like that constantly, because that'd be upwards of about $7,000 months or something like that. I don't even know, $6,000 months. I'd be making 6,000 if I was making that every single day, but of course I'm not. I did have two pretty consistent days, which was the 28th and the 29th. The 28th being $187.02 and 29th being $200.63. It's not bad. I haven't had a month like that recently. I mean, a day like that, sorry. Obviously the last one was 5 days ago, but it's due. Trust me. Hopefully tonight I can make that. Of course, that's my biggest ones. And the majority of my money, of course, has came from pay-to-view, which has made me $808.72. Subscriptions, on the other hand, only made me $96.47, and renewals has made me $17.98. If I go to the last 7 days here, I have made $452.21, 22 from subscriptions and $420 from pay-to-view. So it really goes to show, and $9 from renewal, sorry, $10. So that really does go to show how much money, you know, you can be making, like, from shit like this, right? And you gotta think this is only the beginning. I can scale this 100 times further, like quite literally 100 times further. You gotta think of one model's making me 450 fucking whatever it is, like 1,000 a month, and you can literally scale 2 models to 50 grand each. The highest earning models earning $80,000 or above just on FanView alone. That's excluding OnlyFans, so you know this thing can go extremely big. So you know it's just stuff like that. Also, out of the top 25 models on FanView, 12 of them are only AI models, so it's more or less a 50-50, just below 50-50. So it goes to show that this AI stuff really does go for it. I believe that's all I've got to waffle on about. Literally just how much money I made, what's been spent, what's my actual profit, my revenue, me split for, what I'm going to invest, stuff along the lines of that. I believe I've went over everything. But it's more or less everything what I've went over. Literally, I've been keeping a spreadsheet for taxes in the future, because of course, say I make more than 12 grand this, I think it's April the tax year ends, so say I make more than 12 grand just before April, then of course I've got to declare taxes on that, which of course there's many loopholes and exploits where you can use to get around that and pay less, for instance setting up as a business, a trader, sole trader, stuff along the lines of that. But that's out of the blue right now. I believe that's all I've got to talk about. Follow me on Instagram. I'll see you all later.